We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment.
Yeah.
I was trying to look for it everywhere. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning. You're drowning in life. But you say, you know what, man? Fuck that. And then through figuring out, I'm drowning, I'm miserable, I'm suffering, I'm broken, but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this. It says, fuck, he's not leaving. So we gotta expand. We gotta grow. And then you start to engage parts of your mind that you never engaged before.
It was very powerful.
Wow.
Incredible.
So literally when you put your mind in a position where it has nothing else to do but grow, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about putting yourself in a position where you are literally suffering, because he even talks in other videos, your mind and your body are in different places. Your mind wants to give up before your body does. He has something called the 40% rule, where he says, once you start to feel that pain, that resistance, you're only at 40% of what you're capable of.
Yeah.
And so that's powerful. It's literally being at a place where you have nothing else except pushing through. And by doing that, he said your mind has to grow.
Yeah. When he was in the Navy SEALs, one of the things he used to do is he didn't know how to swim. So he would just jump into the deep end and try to float.
That scares so many people.
And that's what he said, is like the idea of drowning. What are you going to do mentally when you're drowning? What pops into your head? You can actually train your mind to, when you're drowning, it's actually a good thing. You're pushing.
It comes down to embracing the pain, about not being afraid of it, but pushing through
Cause
it.
and effect.
And every single time that you feel pain, every time you push through it, your brain now can handle more. It's the same thing in the gym, right? Every day you're lifting so much weight. Okay, I can only bench 135. Your body is forced to accept that. And once you keep going, your body has to grow. It has no other option. Your brain is a muscle. And people think of your brain as, memory of this or that. It's literally a muscle that you can program to not be held back.
Speaking of the brain, Goggins goes into this, and so does Andrew Huberman, which is another one of my heroes. As you work out, as you start to create these new habits or patterns, and you say, screw the pain, screw the suffering, I'm going to do it anyways, you're actually reprogramming your neural pathways to create new ones, because your body and your mind over the course of your life has developed neural pathways to keep you in a state of complacency and passivity. So when you break out into a new mindset, those new neural pathways that are being created are actually helping you to become the man that you were meant to be. Whether you're a man, a woman, doesn't matter. You are going to a place of utmost confinement where you're saying, I'm breaking out of the cycle that has been passed down generationally to me, that my father taught me, my crazy uncle from Buffalo taught me, all of these crazy ideas that come into your brain, because Goggins is from Buffalo, right? So it's a good thing. A lot of my friends are from Buffalo. But they say that growing up in a very hard environment has caused their brains to be so strong that if they train that in the right direction, you can do anything.
Well, I've heard so many people say, I'm this way because of my father. I get it. We've all had...
Sounds like a victim to me.
We've all had so many people that have influenced us in a negative way. But at the end of the day, when are you going to stop letting things limit you? Go to the gym, and instead of quitting after 30 minutes and going to the sauna like you used to do...
I used to do it all the time, and I was a pussy.
When did you actually keep going until your body no longer was capable? Because that's the problem. People don't know when that limit is unless you actually try it.
You have to define it. For me, it's with Goggins, right? I would go to the gym and I would say, screw this, I'm giving up. I was at that 40%.
Yep.
So as soon as I hit the 40%, I said, I'm giving up, I'm going to the sauna. I'm gonna lay back and just take it. What I decide, the moment that changed for me was when I heard Goggins on Joe Rogan.
Yep.
And I got to the gym and I was doing that pull-up or I was doing that push-up. And I decided to say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to go into my mind. I'm going to visualize David Goggins sitting across from me at a table saying, you can do this. Stop being a pussy. Wake up. Be a man.
When are you going to stop letting things hold you back? That's the main question, because I have allowed my entire 20s to be dictated by how I felt. And because I didn't challenge myself to do anything difficult. So I would gain 40 pounds and then I would lose it. I'd gain it again because I would get sick or some BS. But when are you going to actually push through pain? And that's what I want you guys to challenge yourself more than anything. Comment below, when was the last time that you literally suffered? But when's the last time that you inflicted pain on yourself to grow your mind, where it actually helped you? Now, don't go and start cutting yourself or something random like that. But when was the last time that you were in the gym and you did not leave until you were proud of what you did? That's the question.
It's like what Arnold Schwarzenegger said on his new documentary that came out on Netflix is he would literally push himself to the point of failure.
Yep.
Right? It wasn't, I'm pushing myself and when I get tired, because you're going to get tired. That's just a promise of suffering. But the true suffering comes in when you get to the point of absolute failure to where every single portion of your body is on fire. That's when you know.
And what does Goggins say? He says, you don't quit when you're tired. You quit when you're done. So put out a plan for yourself. Okay, today, this is what I'm going to accomplish. And you will be able to sleep well at night knowing that you gave everything that you could, that you left nothing on the table. And that is how you see growth.
You have to be proud of yourself. But in order to become proud of yourself, you have to live a life worth living. Exactly. You have to have a legacy that you're creating that you can pass down to your children. If you can't actually go out and do things, make money, create new technologies, own a business. If you're doing a 9-to-5, nothing against that, but you can do more.
Do it the best. If you're working a 9-to-5, be the best. If you're a construction worker, be the best. Make it so that no one can say anything against who you are as a man because you gave it every single thing that you could.
Show up before everybody else. Leave after everybody else leaves. Be a person of integrity. Have a moral code to yourself.
Mamba mentality, boy.
Mamba mentality.
Let's go.
Don't show up to just show up. Show up to show off. If everybody around you sees you as a leader, the moment you walk in, you start going to the gym, your mentality is going to change. You're going to walk in, your body language is going to be different. Your eye contact is going to be different. The way that you carry yourself is going to change the reality and the construct of what everybody else thinks of you. Don't try to convince everybody else that you're a badass. Just be one.
And then they will see that, and then you won't have to defend yourself, right? Jordan never said he was the best. Right? He never said, I'm the greatest of all time because everybody else said that about him. Be that kind of guy.
Leave a mark and a legacy. Ultimately, Mother Teresa's the same way. She didn't go out there flaunting that she was saving a bunch of kids from sex trafficking. She just did it, and then people talked about her. They gave her the platform that she has now, and her name is engraved in history. It's engraved in history, but I think that's a good place to stop.
Be better.
Be better.
Work harder and don't let anybody outwork you because that is how you grow. So subscribe and comment below, but let us know what are things you've struggled with and how have you overcome them. See you next time.
Cheers.